For this week's podcast, we've come somewhere special, a high-security location where hundreds of people beaver away on high-tech cars.
We're actually at Renault's futuristic F1 headquarters here in leafy Oxfordshire because they finally got a sexy coupe for us to get excited about.
Renault have been teasing us over the last few years with pictures and concept cars of how its next coupe will look. Finally, the wait is over and we've got our hands on the real thing.
And here it is, the brand new Renault Laguna Coupe.
We've brought some incredibly lucky members of the whatcar.com reader test team with us to have a good look at this new Renault and tell us what they think.
The outside I'm not that bothered with. The interior I think is really nice. It's well made, well laid out. It's as good as most premium brands. The one thing I would say, there doesn't seem to be a lot of legroom in the back.
Well, I think it's a good-looking car overall. I think if you get the angle down from front three quarters, I think it's a really good-looking car. Squats it down nicely. Rear end is great, very Aston-like. Front end, not quite so good. A bit of a disappointment. Needs 19-inch wheels, but overall, I think it's a really good-looking car.
Two key things I really like about this car. First of all, it's the level of quality. It's a massive increase over some of the Renaults we've seen of old. And also it's a real competitor, I think, now for the BMWs and the Audis of this world. The other thing I like it is just generally about the actual look of the car. The aesthetics are superb. You've got a nice kind of Aston Martin-esque rear end, but also the kind of nice sleek coupe design. So overall, I'm extremely in favour.
I found the driving position very good. The seat's really comfortable, holds you in place. The steering wheel and all the controls are ready to hand, and I found the visibility all round very good. As far as the rest of the inside of the car is concerned, for me, I found the back very comfortable for a coupe. I sort of climbed into the back there and was sort of ready to spend the afternoon having a kip, I think.
The first thing is the view of the car that we saw when the thing was unwrapped. It looked pretty smart. The two things I really like are the three-quarter view. There's something of Aston Martin in it, there's something of the Audi TT. It's a pretty smart part of the car. And the other thing is the cockpit. It looks good, it feels good. The quality of the material seems high. If it drives as well as it looks, then I think that's going to be a really nice place to be. The downside, there are two things really. One is it's a bit tight in the back. And the other problem is the boot, where the access anyway is a little bit tight. But over and above that, if you get the optional sound system, which is fitted on this car, there's a big block in the way, which is an amplifier for the loudspeaker, and that could be quite a problem.
Well, I like the car because it is an understated design. It's not pretentious, and it's very compact. And I think it has a beautifully built interior with good quality materials, well put together, and it feels like a quality car.
The new Laguna Coupe goes on sale from the 2nd of January next year, with prices starting at £21,000. Now, if you want a full road test on the Laguna Coupe, go to whatcar.com right now.